Mimo Bibia Ahama Wakwaba Edeba Cstv News at 24 Eso Mrenaso in some Tregu or Maimu or Mahudosono, Yade Ebesomo, Se Cassie, and Semno, Yansha de Bedimo Aquatini. Aquenshabi AC and no announcement, if had do the idea so we pray premo a empire. I feel so good body to the 14 actually crophobia. Not just somebody good a call among who was so. I just say a so a 10.2 million Ghana cedis. I feel so Oman Penny John Romani Mahama was soon another Wakati soda a year do a quantum porno. I idea so about baby year a Juma a was so. Sarah's Dream Jewelries, treated by Manel, Amsa Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing, KS Parfumes Co. Limited, Rema Austrian Agency, Silver Sweet Tom Brown, and as I have seen the via de Esum, Miss Amaje Pinemidin, and the Mame Ama Bafua. I make our so quite with the 10 times to our Facebook, no, ASCSTVGH, Sanso, and a YouTube. ASCSTVGH, Okwa like a share, nothing so for I didn't share so eto asie. Mesra would do a YouTube wa, subscribe a farmer, yes in a beya. If you be a day ever 2 months so in Yanas and Sabe KBA, so in a beya, Jumedia, you do a hands on let me a tomb pong. My enda, your husima, buy it in Shrimankasa, esomo. Meda say na ye hye nsem na se ne yedi ni ekwa kochiremu ewo infimfin mantemu na adesa kwenhye bi esi ewo gomua akochi eye junction no ewo kasua wini ba kwantempo ne so wo finfin mantem se meka se die nipa be se edu ana chese we pra epremu eye dempa yi akwenhye we esi ye wabra eye water tanker bi ni break efeli ya chese eno enam so ema chese kotrifa eye ehyen bi a ye fe no Nissan and also okotri efa so a se meka say water tanker no the registration number GR5961-23 arches and now ofre gomwa akraman eko gomwa ojobi ode koshiemu ewo Nissan ode koshiemu ewo Nissan car bia and also the registration number no GW5148-12 na wabra asem no esiye ewieye no eyade se esanso ekohia car foforo no so ne registration number no GB2974222-22 na de odi nanu ehu ye no eden sense bi etodwa
we na mi fim se metame ne pi metame obi mtiantiam kwatu na ntamnara no wa ma mbato kwa na mi yi fim na mko kwa jenti wa mu na nsusu ya densi olugu na de ye babo hwenti aba na no ko na obi mu epepe ti ami de mu hu ene
omo de he e pa di yan na car kase we what to free for sura oba anti awusa han so ya highway e ko nti oba no ofu wi de ba obesa akoka so anti odoje pillars na wan no de ball oba no mu anti ko twoma akoba odu anso na kwan ni ha olusu control na de ball pure water car no na me yakan de ekwan we be pon na no accident be sa kotie bia ho na afiba because anu ya de be pon anu ya de e wo san a olusu control a oni ba bi o de ba fa
na mayambo remu ewo omampeni John Dramani Mahama na kachi nende ade se wakwa akotwa ahomem ni na ne se eye dodo wa dowenya kwantempo ne ade se ode ama contract se 1 year so ejuma ache se ode atu ejwa se be se bosumi edionu en9 de ade se contractor no obewia ne sa o se sa dwumede ehye big push dwumede ache se ode ebaye no.
On this road, as I said, is Oswald Investments Limited. And I can say with my hand on my heart that he is one of our best local contractors. Good thing is he works with speed. He works very fast, but he doesn't compromise quality. And so I want to assure the people of Dodowa, Fienya, Dawenya that you have on your road one of the best Ghanaian contractors doing your road. We've given him 24 months to finish, but he has whispered in my ear that he'll do it in shorter than 24 months. And I want to assure him that payments will not be a problem. This year, the Minister of Finance, on my instruction, put aside 13.9 billion cedis, almost 14 billion, for the big push alone. Much of that money has not been used yet because we were still packaging and going through procurement. And so we're going to roll over that money to next year. And next year, we're going to add 30 billion cedis to the 14 billion cedis. And that's why I say payments will not be a problem.
Nhwehwɛmu ababeto edwa ene se eye oman mu ade se afibia no katahyehyɛ proya ekoso no amane hunu so paaye na wohwɛ eye sika kyese aya wosai ewo sa dwumedia na se katahyehyɛ proya eho a ekoso be yese 3 billion Ghana cedis na sa sika yetimi ede ye mpuntu anase yetimi de ye ekwan esisi adan ede boa ama oman so yetimi etumpo anka ebeboa paaye eno ana kyese chief of staff Julius Debran so ede abeto edwa se ntwa ye kra sasuban na ye womuno e wo se yetimi ejai se ne be ye sika afibia ye hwere no so yebetimi ede aye bibikapa e wo oman mu.
See the President John Dramani Mahama remains resolute in his vision to build a resilient economy, one that will create jobs, strengthen infrastructure, and position Ghana to compete globally. Ghana is open for business, and we are actively seeking strategic investment to energize our local economy. But let us be honest, corruption is the greatest threat to this ambition. According to the Ghana Anti-Corruption Coalition, our nation loses an estimated $3 billion annually to corruption. That figure is twice the amount of our yearly foreign direct investment inflows, which stands around approximately $1.5 billion US dollars. This staggering loss deprives us of the very resources we need to build schools, hospitals, roads, and create decent jobs for our youth. Similarly, corruption also erodes investor confidence, clogs our institutions with inefficiency, and undermines the very trust that holds our democracy together. Corruption is the silent force that stalls progress, drains public resources, and drives our youth to seek opportunities abroad, even in countries that once looked up to Ghana as the leader. We must continue. The previous NACAP from 2015 to 2024 taught us valuable lessons, especially about the dangers of underfunding and weak political commitment. That is why NACAP 2026 to 2020 has been placed directly under the office of the President to ensure that implementation is not just monitored, but also prioritized.
Na wasa jumedie no kroya ana twese penin kwantre forward Ghana Integrity Initiative aya Madam Mary Ada eso ede etu edwa se ohwe katanhye ne proya ekoso ewo oman mu omanpeni anase aban kra intimi into anokra anase intimi into esosa nemom no se yeni na ye ka yehu ebom na yetimi eboa ma katanhye ne proya so ebetimi etwa ewo oman mu a ebeboa pai.
Cannot be left to government, nor can it be reduced to sloganeering. It must be a national commitment, a partnership of leaders and citizens alike. Let us commit to shaping a plan that is truly inclusive, where no voice is silenced, no community is excluded, and no citizen is left behind. The Honorable Chief of Staff, the High Table, I wish to end by saying that we have on many occasions indicated that the fight against corruption has not gone the way we want over the dispensation of the 1992 Constitution. However, from the multi-stakeholder processes, we wish to reiterate commitment of civil society and of everyone else gathered here that we will do better. We commit and resolve that we would work to ensure that what our forebears did, we would continue and we would do better to shape this nation's fight against corruption.
Ethical decade.
Sir, CSTV ahwefo ebekaya na wotri Wednesday etwemu so obekaya kopiemu ewo kaso eba beto dwa se ababa wa bia wenya mfinhia no edionu ensia ede ye defre no eye mebe asantoa okonya ne kwanhie woni ne na efa se ne kanchima onene ewo ho no no eba ne nchen so pese onene eye bibi na mom no ekoba se ababa wa no na webu ne nsa de sa ntino ede akasakasa eba ya mentime ho ase ekoso eno enam so ema abrante ya no wenya mfihye eduasa enum 35 years I trust ye friend no say same odesi kan ewo ne kon ho a se me ka say otimi eto anananum ewo insiedo na asem no ekopie mu ewo ama from district court na ya de se yebu ne for a trust okwa koda police for akachia imprempen ya ka say de owo sasem no esi ewo kalabule Chinese eno ewo kasua tobut wo in crime mountain hanu esi. Environmental and Sanitation Officer ewo ewutu sinya East ababeto edwase ya deso machinko for me so bia omo susu se ahunidi achese ya bobu de rose bia se obia ndi ni fiefie enenu ya deso omo bu imran ne sani ntunu imra apawo page ya make say dia ya deso wache won na environmental officer pa kwesi esiedo eden sensebe etu edwa.
Environmental Health and Sanitation Unit at your assembly and can any fresh sama for and our tankers for no. Yedaso, ewo, aha, ye diduma, ana ibimu fi say a jumani ni hubium, but Besame Ashu be say officers were ha, yenama ye juma. Inti, and you may be to say obey your bola, udibegu, abontain. Now udi jatum now ashen. And I say, ube discharge u effluent, a diagu, drain mu. And I say, Udi weja insu, Obe channel weja insu, say, Engu from Nidia, say, and Sasuma, ye be too for. Nemono say, upon a foot no say, went ya, and ye do beba, not only quota beca, Emrano said yes, ne said yes, fata. Na, and yet, and non any Emra, a walk a Utusinia East Municipal Assembly by loaning. Emra be bree, say, Utonwa, Diempunes, Adena expire, be expiring date. Sadiana expire, and say, about shop needles, Adena expire. Ye becho uton ade wo gata achuki na uto odi we biani bisu some of the logistics to work no ayana and also isi kwan bebre it say bia motorbike yeni assembly no the unit in environmental health and sanitation unit no any motorbike ba kokra edi ejuma nti sometimes obi to me free office say bia obi a discharge ni waste gu gata mu anase obi de ni fie ball aba be gu kwan ho nti instead say bia nka wo motorbike wo ho bet me responded to it swiftly no na man here dey bet na true ma obi do na bia na nipa kro no mpo no na wa pe ba bia
say yebebo oman yasase ehun ebanti no Environmental Protection Authority ya dey so mo dey church di kan kra ahwehwe so ewo oman mu na omo botai ni na ne so meboa ama ewiemu sakraye ewo oman mu so no obetimi abo ehun oban.
In addition to prosecutions, of course, we have investigative powers in collaboration with the relevant state institutions. So we can investigate the complaints And when we find that there's a credible case for prosecution, we go ahead to do that. In addition to that, we have the legislative instruments that we are developing under at 1124. Under that, we have further enforcement regimes, including revocation and cancellation of permits.
With the EPA, the new act, that's the Act 1124, 2025, it has given the authority a broader responsibility to have responsibility on even at the community level, whereby we need to raise local champions. The chiefs, the assemblymen need to be in power, whereby they can regulate environmental management at the local level. The district assembly should be on top. Even individuals, there are some individuals in communities, when you hear their name and they tell you that man, that woman is coming, you cannot do this, and we all get scared. So let's begin to be raising some of these local champions in our communities.
Ghana Gold Board in Penny for its Mia Jumason a day, I dear Asika Ekahu a sombo 5 million Ghana cedis, and I feel so a year Toyota Hillis pick up Nibino, a day Aqua Command National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat. So to me, and for Boas and a bear. If I'm a good year to just a day says a yes, I send a no do you know, obey me about a home a buying. Now, say a day, a year Emmanuel, I'm Marco Fibo, no, and now yes, Swafwa or Shay and Sa sending a no dear so a day as I a day or day insensate be a to Aja.
We are donating the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, under whose auspices NIMOS has been established and is functioning, a cash amount or check, a check for an amount of 5 million Ghana cedis and 5 Toyota Hilux 2025 model Toyota Hilux vehicles to support their fight.
You need to trust our commitment. You need to stay with us. You need to work with us. We believe that we will win this fight, but we have to do it together. Working.
Good boarding penny for in the Oman Yujuma Paye says Sami Jimfio no and a penny power that one and no. I dare say in Crofobia no more good if free or my more air core among who do so a good no or shade mood draw a 9.2 kilogram. Say and no so bobe say 10.2 million Ghana cedis at some of the air core am I hold so now a bra watch one no good board penny or that and no Sami Jemfi eddy to a dress say Nipa me Sadi a desa wada apples for a kukuma and 9 atches or waka hon day a desa wada would see a car in run and 9 no Baku edding de Sadik Abubakar. And I feel so Mohammed Nondoli and Mohammed Patalam and so Eka who a bia a penny at the atu a just as one will be whom a guess or this car put a botany pan a betches sunny pan.
My Jumaya cha, you wish you Muama Yahuse, Bear Busumi, no Busumi and Santemuno. Gold or Matrian from Munkuano, about 100 kilograms of gold. That is over $10 million, that is over 100 million new Ghana cedis. What the quantity sika ni mudi ane jese sika bebre. Na that is 10.2 million Ghana cedis, equivalent to 100 billion old Ghana cedis. Enti if you muna kudu pempensobia etini achechechecheche omubi na yedi omwako court a remand bi omobe na watwe ni the toso court a mobile bill but omoda so etwe na ban kokumo isanse bill no e hye ta ho no omuntumi emiti but saa nipa yerehwe omo for saa bone kese we no omu be 9 de omo de omo waka wura besi na yansenti ni so omo fo nyine ni gu TV ne so no salam do one friend salam and the dean pastor de Mohammed Nandoli Rafik Sadiq Abubakar Abdul Karim and Mohammed Afsar Putalan. It's what information biano. The stress over my sa can yet in action.
If you matter so for a echo or tripin, so they are turning out for any say, well, who pass say issue and who I dimpan or missing a sality or they are two no for enemy say. One cow bow and two yemes and say in 24 and then share mapa egua na a face so in so I call a train also bet me in your issue and they unknown and as I journey a day.
To know how we and a church, Mama Otter say, what's it in your Sunday into 7 hours and yeah, in the Yama boreholes, and I say, you were when you are quay a question, not Wamaway, Juma. Nanche, in Subenti, a bin baby, where I did the borehole, the attraction. But she said, you wouldn't swine and borehole now was I said, I feel so. Yama wana ukita tankers na aye car what is so na wo a district assembly now will be mo the obeso bi o baby a oye na wo da su dom so wo tua ka wo mpa wo man ko for institutions bi o ha le hotels na make count wo be here bi a wo mo the obo on the school for so wo mo the obo mo wa yi wetu when you sleep wa ba ye hwede oye galamsey for no wo fi baby a wo no ye flash off wo baby a wo na nyama bebree ko adono mpemfo na wotu da man na morning see ehwe afi waka the state of emergency now make sure that onye solution ko pe na what they bo ade ho ban nyama do pa na ayede kan yimpa ko kra frame no ye district be yedu na asem na offer wo ho nti wale hwede leka senya preku leka awutu senya is awutu senya west leka Winneba leka Gomwa East Gomwa Central but each district and our municipal assemblies na the massive offer wo nti onya za order from kra
My engineer say we so na yenda ye husima ye ba dia cancel eto aso.
Mawakwaba Ediba Answer Company Limited. So pe blocks machines ya eye papa. Na ne bonso esan eda fomodia. Enye na enwani Answer Company Limited. Ye were conveyor blocks machines, hydraulic blocks machines, pallets, any blocks machines in one set using na. And na fe so blocks machines ahodro wo penny nyina bi so ewo ho. Hwehwe ye kira kwan ene ya. Ye was Spinters Road 18 Junction. Ye ni KFC dan no e na edi hwe nimu. Freye e was 05240 and I say 0540725850. Amstel blocks machines papa pa efie.
Every piece tells a story of love, elegance, and timeless beauty. At Sarah's Dream Jewelry, we bring you exquisite craftsmanship, stunning designs, and pieces that celebrate your moment. From engagement to anniversaries, birthdays to just because surprises, we help you make memories that shine forever. Discover timeless classics, modern elegance, and breathtaking collections. All our prices that sparkle. Looking for something unique? Our expert artisans craft personalized jewelry made just for you. Let's make your moment unforgettable. Sarah's Dream Jewelry, where elegance meets you.
Mayen samu bibia akwa babia ogusua ehwe Cstv printube kase na yede ni to anase ye to aye sam ne so ne yede ni kochiremu ewo edwedemu ensem na omampani John Dramani Mahama na chesendei ode ato ebibre impenufo enina enim se won hwe energy sector in mahuden afemu no ade se ebo no akosoro pa ya chese no entwa eye kra ne sade tu ode atumpenufo eni se won bo ase ne be ya ebetimi ejina pampen no se awre ho pa ye se amamuni ne na ana African countries ni ne na ebeba se obia ana se ebibire man no ndemu enya light ana se kanea emfa anya wade a ewo se wotimi eye nti ewo se impenufo no wotimi eka wo ho bom na woboa se ne be ye betimi ejina so pampen.
Africa holds nearly 10% of the world's proven oil reserves and significant natural gas deposits, with a substantial portion of these resources remaining untapped. These resources present an opportunity to transform our continent from a primary exporter of raw commodities into a hub for energy-driven value addition, boosting our petrochemical potential and our industrial growth. And yet, paradoxically, more than 600 million Africans still lack access to electricity. Another 1 billion have no access to clean cooking systems. This is a gap we must urgently close if we are to achieve the African Union Agenda 2063 and the UN SDGs before 2030. Africa must not be left behind in the energy transition. If international oil companies reduce their presence, we must prevent our resources from becoming stranded assets. This requires African collaboration, financing, and innovation. We already have the tools: the African Petroleum Producers Organization, the African Continental Free Trade Area, and the Emerging African Energy Bank. These institutions can mobilize African capital, technology, and markets. They can drive aggressive exploration, refining, petrochemical, storage, and transport infrastructure.
Mayembo remo ewa amanone ensemu na se obekaya wa fimpinu ni eduonu enan enachese America ekoto won abana omampeni Donald Trump ana onya abenwa ni ediyo de atu edwa wodrim se wa brana abato ne ekoso no insem kai bi achese na amafo bi eka New York Times insem na achese wo kana na egu ne ho fimpa ne sali to osi ansha or the one ebe call asendibia na chese wa bo won kwedu asika botna chese o de beto 183 so 15 billion US dollars and also emusem eba Mayembo remu ewo enegedemu ensem na sister fia eyobia chese woto enyum na wode atu edwase wa fimpinu ni edu wotwe wa bra chese ohye ne nyum ase achese woni eye shatawale eto enyum hete wo manga na hanu se no aso de sinne ade se wa bra ohye ase no no nkasa ana waboaboa no ho se obe ye nyum obetro obe produce nini na ewo ni sim na ekame akoye se onu de obi anase yato ne ejejema onumpo odwen ho kra na wonte ase osese eba sika femu a onu angasa na ye na ade oni obi a ewo ni nchen ewie busiafo ha se na ye de kase bo na ye boaboa nini na no ye de esi ewa ha sweet Tom Brown omo kaswa amafro betimi afre 0546 196319 Amstel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing and so I was painted so money KFC no and edi enu share betimi afre 05000 20040 Sarah's Dream Jewelry omo asafwache assistant Kanishi and also betimi afre 0549327407 KS Perfume School Limited Omwadan Suman runabout yab the creation so matter heko and also betimi enya one ewo ho nya me je pinia me de kase eso me din ene mame ama bafua me de ase de piesie de ma production team ni na efi eslo ho eba form ho no me de ase na piesie ma omuni na mayefa kase ni ensia makram